Dare to love. I dared to love. And I try and make a habit of it. And I'm going to challenge you today to love. We wash feet on the streets of Pretoria to the homeless, the rejected, the retarded. I was going to say the unlovable, but they're certainly not unlovable when you get to know them. When Jesus said to his disciples, now go and do likewise, what had he done just before? He washed their feet. Now, most leadership books talk about servant leadership, but they certainly don't think of it as literal when they talk about washing feet. And so, slowly over the last, well, for me a year, but apparently it was happening without the women and children for about 5 years before that. When the woman said, we want to join you, and the children started, it's grown exponentially in Pretoria. There are other movements called Fearless Love that brings love and care to prostitutes, and another group called Brave to Love, and lives are being changed. My life was changed. This young man was blind in the one eye for 3 days, but he couldn't sleep, had a lot of pain, and we prayed for him. Well, I didn't, and totally, miraculously, and for me, unexpectedly, he was healed. And the joy on his face, and there you can see him no longer crying, but I think the tears were just almost shock, unbelief, and relief. That young girl comes out often. Her name is Marisa. She's nearly always hugging people, and she knows it changes them. Often they're not touched by anybody. They sleep under eaves of shops is probably the most common. They look after their bedding. They try and keep thieves away and rats, and it's not an easy life. We dish out bread and tea, and nobody is made to feel dependent. We don't go back often, maybe 2 or 3 times to the same place. So there is a bit of a disadvantage as we don't really build relationships. Although now and then people latch on to somebody that they really do have an affinity with. This young girl was a natural. It was her first time on the street, and she had a message of love. And it's about 7:30, that picture, and sitting on the cold pavement, she spoke to one person after the other, looking up sometimes to say, Lord, give me love. And that man, I saw him when he walked away. He'd found something that he was looking for. You can see the way he listens. And there they are. Somebody joined her. It looked like a good story. This lady, very intelligent, the one on our right, or your right, I mean, she is studying to care for elderly people in their homes. But she, because of finances, sleeps on the street. So it's not always the people that are broken. Sometimes they're very together. And often, normally finished about 8 o'clock, we come together at 6, and then we go to various places. And it's so beautiful that 8 o'clock, sometimes you see retired gentlemen mentoring young men. And somebody said to me, you know, nobody should get their pension if they're not mentoring somebody. And I think it's true. That guy's name is Timothy. And I saw him with withered hands holding a blanket. And later on at about 10 o'clock, I came back to see if I could find him and take him to a presentation that I was giving. And so relationships do develop. That person on, Shoes for Souls, Souls for Shoes, started out of this ministry. And so people are given shoes that fit, and they're given, lovingly put on. You can see this listening happening, and I think one of the greatest needs we all have is to be listened to. And this man, he just, so much pain, but he laughed so beautifully in the natural light. And so I haven't seen him again except that first day. And he told me some of his stories. And so my relationship with Maggie, Shla, has been changed, because I sit her down and she doesn't say to me anymore, I must work. I say, well, have some tea first and tell me your story. And I ask you to tell me your story.